America's defense ecosystem stands exposed as Iran strategically targets critical metals essential for advanced weapons manufacturing. IRGC executes precision strikes on major aluminum production giants, dealing a significant blow to interconnected U.S. economic and supply networks. Mujtaba delivers targeted strikes against Trump's war machine right at its industrial source in a stunning operational twist. These precision strikes herald a new era in conflict tactics, focused disruption of enemy capabilities rather than outright destruction alone. In a significant development, Iran's IRGC announced precision strikes against aluminum industries linked to U.S. military supply networks, conducted through coordinated operations on March 28. The joint effort by IRGC Aerospace Force and Navy components targeted key facilities integrated within regional metals production critical to global manufacturing supply chains. Reported impacts included Emirates Global Aluminium, EGA, operations alongside Aluminium Bahrain, ALBA, both recognized for strategic positions within international industrial ecosystems. Iran presented the operation as a measured response to prior U.S.-Israeli strikes against comparable elements of its domestic industrial infrastructure. IRGC statements emphasized EGA maintains one of the world's principal aluminum production facilities, underscoring its operational scale and economic significance. ALBA similarly connects to U.S. investment frameworks and industrial networks supporting aerospace and defense sector requirements. EGA confirmed substantial structural damage to its primary facility, accompanied by multiple employee injuries requiring medical attention. Secondary effects extended to fires within Khalifa Economic Zone, where falling debris inflicted additional localized property impacts. ALBA acknowledged minor personnel injuries alongside comprehensive damage evaluation protocols now underway at affected production sites. These strikes followed Israeli operations against an Iranian steel factory that disrupted output capacity on March 28, broadening conflict dimensions. By engaging aluminum sector assets, Iran extends operational scope into economic infrastructure domains beyond conventional military targets. Recent developments coincide with documented challenges to Western defensive architectures across Middle Eastern operational theaters. As Iranian missiles breach key layers, tough questions are now being asked about how reliable Israel's David Sling shield really is under sustained attack. David Sling was originally built as a mid-range workhorse, meant to catch heavy rockets, cruise missiles, and complex drones before they reach cities. After it famously downed an Iranian missile in the June 2025 conflict, Israel began pushing David's Sling into longer-range, higher-stakes interception roles. Officials repeatedly argued that its interceptors are cheaper than Arrow's space-kill missiles, making it the smart choice for many threats. Yet in this war, several major failures have left wounded Israelis on the ground, puncturing that clean success story. The strikes on Dimona and Orod on March 21 are now cited as emblematic David Sling failures under real combat pressure. Israeli reports later confirmed that David Sling was the specific layer that failed to stop those incoming missiles. Defense analysts stress this is not one freak miss, but multiple major failures that repeat the same pattern. Officially, Israel still cites a roughly 90% interception rate, yet dozens of impact incidents have caused casualties during this war. Former commander of the Israeli Air and Missile Defense Forces Ran Kochev says Israeli commanders must choose which interceptor to fire in real time, shot by shot. The IDF constantly balances Arrow, THAAD-style assets, David Sling, or Iron Dome to avoid overkilling cheap rockets with million-shekel missiles. Kochev warns that failures can stem from radar tracking glitches, misjudged engagements, or odd interceptor behavior in flight. Ran Kochev said, and I quote, "The first reason has to do with the policy requiring Israeli commanders to decide in real time which interceptor matches a specific threat. This involves a strategic choice between systems like Arrow, THAAD, or Iron Dome, including to avoid overkilling a simple rocket with an expensive missile or wasting an interceptor which was not relevant against a threat that another defense system could handle. We have to calculate our interception inventory, and we have to decide in real time. Secondly, technical or engineering malfunctions can occur within systems of radar tracking the aerial threat, the interceptors themselves, or due to the connectivity between the various defense systems. It's a very sophisticated system, but it's not a hermetic system." Unquote. With interceptor stocks under pressure, Israel sometimes gambles on David Sling's ability rather than spending its scarcest, most expensive missiles. Arrow has also missed Iranian missiles in this campaign, underlining that no single layer offers a perfect, unbroken wall. Designed as a mid-range interceptor, David Sling is supposed to stop cruise missiles, heavy rockets, and advanced drones before they reach key sites. It operates in a roughly 40 to 300 kilometers engagement envelope, filling the gap between Iron Dome below and Arrow above. Each interceptor costs around 1 million shekels, cheaper than Arrow but still far pricier than an Iron Dome. The system uses a dual-stage missile with hit-to-kill guidance and agile steering, built to chase maneuvering targets at high speed. Arrow 3 sits at the top of the shield as a long-range, high-altitude killer for Iranian-class ballistic missiles. It aims to destroy incoming warheads outside the atmosphere, reducing dangerous debris over Israeli cities. Each Arrow interceptor is estimated at roughly 2 to 3 million shekels, and overall inventory remains limited. Because of that cost and scarcity, the IDF avoids using Arrow 3 on anything short of truly strategic threats.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.